Hello, my name is Fred David. Thank you for being here. I'm co-author of this strategic management textbook, published by Prentice Hall, widely used around the world. It has been used at more than 400 universities across the globe. Thank you for studying strategic management using this book. Hope you're finding it to be very skills-oriented, how-to oriented, practical-oriented, in terms of revealing how businesses are actually doing strategic planning. My co-author and I put together a series of 11 short videos to reveal the overall importance of each chapter. And this segment focuses on Chapter 7. Chapter 7 is our first chapter in the book that enters into the need to implement strategies effectively. You know, there are 3 stages in strategic management: formulating, implementing, and evaluating. Even the best formulated strategies are doomed if they're not effectively implemented. So Chapter 7 focuses on management issues related to implementing strategies. A key topic in Chapter 7, for example, is on organizational structure. Chapter 7 reveals the various types of structure. There are countless examples throughout history of forces, military forces, for example, that were overcome great odds by being better organized. You realize there are 4 types of organizational structures basically for businesses: the functional, the divisional, the strategic business unit, and the matrix. These are described in Chapter 7. Advantages and disadvantages of each. I'd hate to know that we're going to have to compete against a firm that's better organized than we are. So the upfront part of Chapter 7 focuses on and describes, it illustrates various types of organizational structure. And in doing your case analysis project, be sure to show the existing structure and show a new and improved structure that you and your partners perhaps would feel is best going forward. Chapter 7 also deals with topics like linking compensation of employees and managers to performance of the business. You know, ideally the person sweeping the floor, that person's compensation ideally needs to be linked to how the strategies unfold and the results. Even if it's nothing but an annual bonus, Christmas bonus, or whatever. But Chapter 7 talks about gain sharing and profit sharing. Chapter 7 talks about work-life issues. It talks about workplace romance and the need to eliminate the glass ceiling in many companies. You know, fewer than 25 CEOs among the Fortune 500 in the United States are women CEOs. So we have a lot of room for improvement there. Chapter 7 talks about issues like that. Chapter 7 talks about corporate wellness and the trend towards firms wanting to hire and wanting their workforce to be healthy, and that they found they're much more productive. And any management issues related to implementing strategies, Chapter 7 is all about, including organizational structure and organizational culture, and managing conflict, and assuring diversity across gender. And all these topics are covered in Chapter 7, which are vitally important because, as Vince Lombardi said, the best game plan in the world never blocked or tackled anybody. Somebody's going to need to fire out of bed every morning at 7 and put in a good 7 to 14 hour day and know what's in it for them. And all this is described in Chapter 7 about motivating, energizing employees and managers. Thank you for being here today. We're going to move on shortly to Chapter 8, which is going to look at marketing and finance issues related to implementing strategies. Because, again, even the best formulated strategies are doomed if they're not backed by effective marketing and finance and management. And just Chapter 7 focused on the management issues. Thanks for being here today. It's good to see you. Stay with us here. We're going to look now at Chapter 8 for a moment.